You're welcome to yet another edition of Videowheels Lifestyle, where we discuss societal trending issues. A lot of times people have asked me how we get the issues we discuss here. Now that's quite simple. We put our eyes to the chest of the public and feel your pulse and heartbeat. You know what I'm talking about. So my name remains Angela. Let's go on this short break, and when we get back, I'll explain to you the topic for today. You're welcome. Okay, now it seems most times people don't listen to warnings, like they totally ignore all warning that could ensure they live, have long life, enjoy long life in good health. Now we'll look at these 4 issues today.
Let's go for a little ride.
Let's have a look, shall we? Have you had unprotected sex?
Only with my husband.
And what does he do?
He works at the hospital, in the morgue. It's a bit morbid, but he seems to like it. Says the dead never complain about anything. What is that?
Maggots.
Okay, so number 1, now it's become a common and regular clique, known to even kids, children, that cigarette smokers are liable to die young. Like you see it written on every pack of cigarette, but people don't seem to take heed. Now 2, alcoholic drinks. The public warning is not for people under 18, but guess what? Underaged individuals, like no man's business, they drink. Now I know of a particular tribe in Nigeria, here, somewhere in the south, that alcohol is nothing to them. Now, is this a case of being stubborn? Why do people hate warnings? We went on the street to find out. Let's watch what people had to say.
It's very funny, you know how the smoking advert goes. They have if the advert is like a 3-minute advert, they will have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to advertise the whole packet of cigarette. Then they take 10 seconds to tell you smokers are liable to die young. So I think people are neglecting the 10 seconds important part and putting in the 3 minutes or 2 minutes 30 seconds on what they think they are going to gain. And besides, smoking is not for people like in our country. It's for others where maybe they are just having too much of a cold weather or something. Unlike here, our weather is very, very okay, very lovely, and then people still believe they have to smoke or something.
According to my friend once told me that when you smoke, I don't know, it clears the head or something. So I don't know, probably that's what it does for him. Some others, I just feel, I don't know, probably peer pressure. So my friends, they call themselves social smokers. When they go to parties, they smoke. At first I thought smoking was only for cold and everything, but we're living in hot part of the world and people still smoke and everything. I can't just understand why people smoke, shabo. Probably pressure.
Some people drink because they want to leave off stress. Some people drink because probably heartbreaks and all that. Some people smoke because of pressure at work. Some people, a lot of things. Some people smoke because it's fun. Some people smoke because of pressures here and there, family pressures, work pressures and all that. Yeah, like liver problem, kidney problems, and sometimes hypertension, though. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not really in the place to talk about that one now. But the little I know, I think that's what it causes majorly.
And we are trying to teach something. So in as much as they are trying to teach them good morals, they are also teaching them bad morals as well. So you have to start from there. Even that's why when we parents, we teach them, then we do the others with prayers, because out there a lot of things are happening. Now I tell my child, okay, my child is a Spider-Man fan now, my son, and Superman, and all of a sudden we now start having our Superman in Nigeria here, and definitely one day or the other, when Superman gets angry, he's going to start smoking, or when he's angry, he will start drinking. These are part of the reasons.
It's a habit now. It's a habit thing. It's a bad habit that some people, when you start, you just can't stop like that. Just like bad habits, now something bad is always easy to start, but to cut off is always difficult. I don't know. I don't know what they derive from it. I'm not a smoker. I don't know. I can't tell you what they derive from it. Ask someone that smokes. Then ask him, what do you derive from smoking? For me, I cannot answer you.
The Federal Ministry of Health has placed it there. Smokers are liable to die young. It's injurious to health. These are warnings, alarming warnings. But you still see many people engaging in it. Why? Like I said before, it's about wanting to have pleasure in what you are doing, but in the long run, it's no longer pleasure. It's become something that is harmful to you as a person.
Well, for the overdrinking part, I don't know if people derive some kind of pleasure in it. I mean, it's okay to drink once in a while. If you take one shot, two shot. But for the overdrinking part, I really don't know why people overdrink. I don't know if they derive some kind of pleasure in that. From what I heard, or from whatever I've been hearing, is that they said drink away your sorrows or something like that. But it's not just right. But as to say that people don't adhere to the warning of drinking and what it can put, but I don't know.
I really cannot answer that. I think it's an individual thing, but naturally the human beings are stubborn. This daredevil thing, as in everybody wants to do what you say don't do. So I don't know. It's an individual thing. Me, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't...
I just feel like everyone just wants to follow, I don't know, the whole crowd. And if they want to get high, everyone's partying. As in even the consequences, no one really cares nowadays about their safety and everything. People go to parties, they see drinks, they don't care. Like, hey, what's going to be the effect? You understand? Yeah, people actually know the effect, but I don't know. The culture. It's just, I don't know, the culture of today, culture of our century. No one really cares about those effects. Everyone just wants to get, I don't know, high.
Because they want to do it. I mean, you can't force people to stop what they are doing. Do you understand? Just because you want them to stop it. You know, someone has to stop an attitude if he or she wants to stop it. You get? Even if you talk from now till next year, if the person does not want to do it, it has to come from the inside, you know? It has to come from the inside conviction that you don't want to do something.
It's habits that people have cultivated over time. And it's a bad habit, no doubt about that. But at the same time, you look at why are they engaging themselves in these bad habits. It's a lot of factors key behind it. Bad friends, keeping bad friends, you know, doing it out of own self-volition at times. But beyond that, I think it's an habit that one can control if necessarily they want to do that. But it's not something that is, because the penalty has not been too much, you know, being implemented. And that's the reason you see many people engaging themselves, indulging themselves in this kind of habit, and it's killing almost on a daily basis. If you must drink, you must not drive. If you must drive, you must not drink. These are some of the things that is very, very overseas. There are penalties. If you engage in it, definitely you face the wrath of the law, you face the penalty. But here, people just do whatever they like because it seems the government is not carrying out the expected requirements. Some of the things that is being expected of the government to do is not being implemented effectively, and that has been the problem, so to say.
Why people still engage in it after all the advertisements, even drinking and all of them actually. But one thing I know is this: you said they shouldn't drink, but the people they are using to do the advertisements are most of them are their role models.
Okay, yes, forget sorrows. What if at the end of the day, if the tempo comes down, the sorrow comes back? It doesn't eradicate it. It can only alleviate it for a while, but it will come back. So why are you still taking it? Take other measures outside smoking, outside drinking. Not necessarily happen it on smoking, happen it on drinking, because when you say you want to drink because of certain situation, when the whole thing eventually goes away, the thing that you said you want to take the alcohol or smoking for still comes back. So it's more harmful to the health.
Okay, now 3. There are even speed limits for every road. Even major highways have speed limits. Now, the public warning for overspeeding is speed kills. Everybody knows that. But people overspeed, like they still overspeed. So, let's check this out.
Let's go for a little ride.
I think about speeding basically, it's the major fault is from, let's say, movies. You know, when people buy fast cars, Nigerian roads are not meant for fast cars. They have a specific speed limits for our cars, but when people buy some cars, they tend to, you know, due to maybe movies or something, they're trying to test how fast they can go or something, and then most times it results in accidents. I don't see anything gainful in it, but there's this thrill you get when you're speeding. It's like you're on top of the world or something. I think that's what people they act on. Yeah, but I mean, you're supposed to be slow and very patient, but they do otherwise. I'm innocent of speeding. I do speed a lot, especially when I'm in a hurry. But on most occasions, I maintain my speed limits.
If you notice, our country we don't really have laid down rules. Yeah, okay, even though we have rules, no one seems to follow it, because those people that lay down those rules, they don't actually follow it themselves. You understand? I actually once saw some armed men in a convoy. I think they were with I don't know, a dignitary or something, and they were actually speeding on the road. When people see them speeding, people are like, okay, they are speeding. Why should they be different? You understand? Why should they actually speed and I can't speed? And everyone is just, I don't know, for me, like busy. Yeah, God, everyone is hustling in Lagos, so you don't expect them to be driving slowly on the road sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes people have to get to far distances like Lagos, Island, Trade Fair, Festac, and they have to get there early. They have to, you know, struggle and everything, but you know, people don't seem to want to follow the rules.
You know, Nigerians, we have a problem. We are always rushing. I don't know where we are rushing to. We're always rushing, and we still don't make that, you know, where we are going, we still don't make anything out of it. Do you understand? People are always rushing. Even someone who has an appointment in the next 1 hour wants to get there before 1 hour. It's not like you're getting there before 1 hour or you're trying to do something, but you're not still doing anything. People speed because of pleasure too. Like they want to drive well and they want to be one star. I don't know, probably they've watched one American movie or that they want to practice. And speeding again, I don't know, maybe because of traffic and all that, you know, people still speed.
You said they should do speed, but most of the people, have you seen the movies we see now? And the people that are doing it probably is your personal person that you like so much. It's the one that is always on the wheel. So such things, it's true they spend money to do their adverts, but do they watch the other side of it?
Okay, a guy drove past my car, you know, on the expressway, you know, my way to my hometown along Ibadan Expressway, and my whole car should do the vibration. Like seriously, the car and the guy disappeared within seconds, and then, you know, I'm wondering, okay, where's this guy rushing to? You're still going to get to where you're going to, so why rush? Why run? Okay, now this fourth one caused so much issues. Why do people partake in unprotected sex? Even with all the warnings about STIs and STDs and all, seriously, like, do you have to break people's heads? Like, put the warnings inside, like so? He continues to bring in their head, I don't know, but let's watch this.
In case anyone actually needs proof, consider the fact that condoms are fairly easy to obtain, even for free at many public health clinics. And we live in a society where most people know at least the basics of what can happen without one. Yet, according to the Centers for Disease Control, STDs are one of the most critical health challenges facing the nation today. Their research indicates that 19 million new infections are reported every year in the U.S., and it affects every social strata. Add to that the number of unwanted pregnancies and abortions, and it's easy to conclude that people generally prefer unprotected sex.
I really don't know what to say about that, really, concerning unprotected sex. I just believe they have fun in it. I really don't know what to say about unprotected sex. I think the sexual urge, since we are all humans, we've been created with this sexual drive right from the beginning. So I think people don't listen to their minds. They prefer to allow their body to act.
It depends on individuals, you know. Like some people prefer unprotected sex, especially guys, you know. I don't know why, you know. Definitely, you should ask your fellow guy, you know. But I think people have a choice to make. Like people like it.
It's more pleasurable. Yeah, so people just want the pleasure, even though no, there are actually ways of having unprotected sex without actually getting the girl pregnant, I guess. So people just believe that they just, I don't know, the pleasure is better. People are just careless, but probably the pleasure, very more pleasure of that something. I don't know, lack of self-control, I guess. Probably when people are in that state, they just don't think well and they just do whatever, not minding the consequences.
If you want to talk about sex, the same movies we're talking about, haven't you seen when a lady will lie down, the guy will now, you know, they do such things, and the way they've so exposed sex, I think all of them, in fact, it's just end time. If you're a Christian or a Muslim, we all need prayers. Some people I ask, they are like, that rubber is like artificial, that they prefer skin to skin, you understand, but I wouldn't really know because I'm not that young, living a careless life, so I wouldn't really know. But I think one of the reasons is that they said it's like wearing a cloth or something like that.
Before you do whatever you want to do, you look at the effects. What are the effects? The effects: HIV, STD. These are diseases that are not good to our body, even the health, as far as we talk about, as far as we are concerned, so to say. But in the long run, whatever you want to derive from unprotected sex, from all these things, is not good at all, because in the long run, your body will suffer for it. And when you punish the body, you might not have any other opportunity to correct whatever impression you must have created in the first place. So let's look at it from that angle.
I don't know why people will still, want to do that. When you see something is dangerous, you want to put your head inside of it. So how do I don't know. I think they say it feels better when you're not protected. I don't know. The feeling is different from when you are protected. So they say. I don't know.
Okay. Meeny, miny, whoa. Okay, so we've come to the end of another edition of Videowheels Lifestyle. Now, seriously, we're going to have a part 2 of this particular edition because it's quite interesting. I had fun talking to all of those people on the streets and all of the hilarious things they had to say. Now, hope you didn't just laugh, but you learned something. Please, all of these warnings are created for you to live long and enjoy life. Let's take heed now before it's too late. My name is Angela. See you next time. And I'm out of here. Bye.
Congratulations, man. That's good stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Whoa. Progress, boys. Progress, gentlemen. Progress. Sit down. This is what we're battling. Sit down. Progress. I'm again, I'm a lion, a million, so I know you want in a million, so dash you anything, if you silver and gold, no means I won't carry you go. Every day you killing them, oh. Natural things, no silicon, oh. You giving men horn like a unicorn, oh. But really don't get me wrong, see